remember the look on my retainers' faces when I informed them of my plans today. Panic-stricken, but unable to muster the courage to say anything in opposition. Yes, this was a fine idea.
Every piece of wood is a blessing from Lesser Lord Kusanagi.
I'm sure I've forgotten something. Not to worry, I'll simply send someone to fetch it. As soon as I remember what it was.
That guy does nothing but smooth this.
Welcome. Welcome. How can I help you two?
Hi there. We would like to ask you a question. Do students from...
Of course. Especially around this time of year. Students from Sumeru City that are about to graduate often come to Port Ormos to... Many people often talk about how hard it is to get accepted into the academia, let alone graduate. But those who finish their studies and go on to become full-time researchers at the academia have it even harder. Sure, we may not be Sumeru City, but Port Ormos offers beautiful scenery and a stress-free environment. Some even say it's good luck to come to Port Ormos, so students and researchers come flocking here when things get to be too much at the academia. Ah, you see over there? Those are students from the academia. They've been looking worried and miserable ever since they got here a few days ago. If you ask me, the life of a merchant is better. So long as the Akasha teaches us what we need, then life is good.
Those students seem to be discussing something. Let's see if we can listen in.
It's no good. I've tried asking around, but I haven't been able to learn anything useful. Not to mention that a bunch of scary-looking Eremite mercenaries have been posted along the streets now.
There's been a lot of fighting between the different Eremite factions in Port Ormos. If we choose to move on our own, then it would be wise to steer clear of them. Especially the group that's constantly shouting some stuff about the Scarlet King and some resurrection. I've even heard that the Citadel of Regzar is starting to get fed up with them. What was that group called again? Ein something or other?
They're called Ein el Akhmar. Today, I heard that the thing we're after might be in their possession at the moment.
Wait, come again?
Don't you see? Many of the Eremites in Port Ormos deal with trading this kind of thing. They're usually pretty wary of outsiders, but not so with students of the academia. It's because the kind of goods that students are looking for aren't the kind of goods that Eremites are after. As long as they know you're a student, then deals can be made. I've heard that Ein al-Hakmar likes to set up shop at the Jafar Tavern. Supposedly, if you're willing to part with 500,000 Mora, they'll give you info on anything.
Wait, did you say 500,000? If information alone costs that much, then how could we ever afford to buy what we're looking for? I guess we might as well give up on trying to graduate this way.
I wouldn't worry too much. Our field of research is very niche. Who else could possibly be after that kind of shady knowledge? I bet it's practically worthless to anyone aside from us.
Well, I guess that makes sense. Then the only thing left for us now is to find a way in. Why don't we all just pool our money together and pay for the information?
Whoa! Did you hear that? A niche field of research and shady knowledge? It all sounds pretty suspicious to Paimon. Is knowledge something people just buy and sell like that? So, what's our plan? Hear what they just said? Buying information is going to cost us 500,000 Mora! Have you lost your mind?
طب ايه الاخبار كده؟ كده صوت واضح؟ تمام. حاولت اغير السماعة عشان السيزون اللي فات كان فيه تشويش جامد، يعني من وقت للتاني كده كل شوية يحصل تشويش من غير اصلا ما احرك حاجة ولا كده. قلت يمكن السماعة فيها مشكلة او المايك بتاعها فيه مشكلة، يعني شكل السماعة بتاعي مش نافع خالص بقى كمايك. فنستحمل بقى التشويش بقى لو حصل، ربنا يسهل. يا عايزة بس اعلي اللعبة تاني لان انا وطيتها بسبب ان السماعة اللي كنت بستخدمها. طيب تمام، ما حصل تشويش برضو يعني عرفيني. السماعة اللي كنت بستخدمها ما فيهاش اللي هي السماعة العادية، ما فيهاش اعلي واوطي والكلام ده، فعليت من قصدي وطيت اللعبة نفسها، فهرجع عليها تاني. الصوت برضو مش عالي عندي. تمام. I'm never thought you needed to learn that kind of more. You know what you're doing. ايوه انا بقول يا عم انا غنية ان شاء الله. انا بص معايا قد ايه، استنى. لا معايا كام مرة بتاعتي كده؟ المرة بتبان فين؟ هو ليه مش باين المرة بتاعتي؟ ثواني مش مهم. نسيت بنجيب المرة منين. انا بس ايه تايم ثواني. تايم ايه؟ ركزي الاوديو كده بقى و keep dialogue. ملقوش الا بايمن نعمل تشيك عليها بالصوت يعني مش تمام كده. اوكي يلا ليتس جو. احنا فين اصلا؟ قريبة ولا ايه؟ هيا نذهب الى الحانة لنحتسي بعض الشراب. سمعيني كويتنا ما سمعناكي. هيا لنحتسي بعض الشراب. ماشي يا ست باي. wait for some time. ماشي. بنطلع بحاجة بس. دي ايمن صح ولا انا شايفه غلط؟ ايمن ليه ايمن؟ بتكتبوها ايمن عادي يا جماعه. ايمن AYMAN في ايه ايمن دي؟ طارق اوكي اوكي هم طبعا في الحاجه دي علشان هي الحاجة دي هي power of the Scarlet King، ولا هم عايزينها عشان يحيوا ال Scarlet King بقى والجو ده؟ ما انا كنت لسه بعلق في اول الستريم بس ما ظهرش بقى كل الكلام اللي انا قلته. عين الاحمر اللي هو يعني يا جماعه انتوا بتنطقوا ما لقيتش عندكم موجوده في الانجليش والله يعني ما تقولوا هي وهير وهيم ولا عشان اتش ورا بعض مثلا مش عارفين ينطقوها ولا مش عارف، بس يعني في الانجليش اتش ورا بعض يعني عادي ولا ايه؟ انا نسيتوني والله الانجليش، حرام عليكم. ايه ده؟ محمد بيقولوش محمد، بيقولوا محمد. هي مشكلة مثلا يمكن في الاي اتش، لاحظت الموضوع ده دايما في الحاجات اللي هي اي اتش، زي يعني احمد بيقولوش احمد، بيقولوا احمد برضه. اشمعنى محمد ومش يعني اشمعنى محمد ودي احمد؟ مستر عبد الغفور الغفور. انا عايش في جلباب ابي اهو. اوكي يا عم اسكت، انا بعمل منكم شاورما اصلا وانا ماشيه في سوميرو. اسكت، بقعد اجمع منكم السكارلت الحاجات اللي انتوا لابسينها دي، هيد باند والكلام ده. There's nothing to be afraid of. Our main rival now is كاراكال باتاليون. ماشي.
How can the Caracal Battalion compete with the boss when they're nothing but a bunch of money-grubbing opportunists out for a quick
Yeah, with boss's fervent devotion, he'll
Yeah.
be able to use this power to bring our god back this time.
Get Bailey's dead. Yeah.
All these guys talk about is the Scarlet King. So they're probably the ones we're looking for.
Yeah. Let's go. What?
Greater Lord Ruka Devata. That traitor
Huh?
and her followers must not be spared. The day will come when the Scarlet King exacts vengeance on Sumeru, and all of them shall be punished.
اوبا، انتوا ايه ده؟ انتوا في عداوة بينكم وبين الدندرو اركن اصلا؟ شكلهم عبيد، دول شكلهم متشردين. شفتي بيتكلم ازاي؟ ايه ده؟ اوكي انا عارفه ان هم بيقدسوا اله تاني ومش عارفه ايه والجو ده، بس يعني معرفش ان هم ضد يعني الدندرو اركن بالشكل ده. جريتر a traitor. What are they?
Yeah, Hyman was wondering what they meant too.
Ask about
We
that.
should ask about that if we get the chance later.
ايه اتسببت في قتل اللي هو الاله بتاعهم ده مثلا او حاجه؟ استغفر الله العظيم يا ربنا، ايه الكفر اللي بقوله ده؟ هتكفروا الواحد الله يحرقكم. عباس مش ابانيس ماشي. جاي سامن from the Eremites. انتوا فين يا كليب؟ انا كنت بجس عليكم وانا لازقه فيكم سبحان الله. جاي اسالكم.
Who are you? What do you want?
تركا ديفارا، بس انا حبيتها من الكلام عنها. بليز ما تحبطونيش. Who are you? What are you? التانية اللي مش مرتاحة لها الصراحة، البت اللي كوسانالي دي. Who are you? What are you doing? I'm a train. Share her they can traveler. يعني بصراحة الاتنين اصلا لو قلتهم حاسة انه هيبقى في خطر. يعني traveler، مين انتي traveler برا البلد جاية تسألينا ليه؟ و student from academia وهم اصلا هياخدوا باكاديمية مش حلوة برضه. ممكن.
A student? What's a student from Sumeru City doing in Port Ormos?
انت مالك؟ بتمشى. I'm looking for info about a certain thing.
Ah, well, if it's info you want, you've come to the right place. The question is, can you afford it?
Hand him 50 more. Hand. لا بص بكل ثقة. Hand him 50 more. وبص الفرق أصلا 50 more و 500,000 more. يعني فرق السماء والأرض. يعني طبعا أنا هستقلكوا يعني انتوا أصلا تافهين، فأنا هديكوا 50 more.
What is this? Some kind of joke?
بالظبط.
Oh, sorry. She must have grabbed the wrong amount.
يا حاج.
Hey, what do you think you're doing?
أنا قصدي بايم.
I can't stand this so much more ago.
حد الباشا.
No other choice.
عشان أروح. بس أنا ترافلر من برا البلد. بايم كان ماشي.
Here, this is the merchant's address. Whatever you're looking for, you'll find it there. Hmm? Well, what are you waiting for?
بتملى في وشك الحلو. هسألك سؤال تاني يا ابني. just have one more question.
Oh, that's right. We heard you mention the Scarlet King just now. We're actually interested to know more because we're archaeology
خلاصي.
students.
Fine. Since you've already handed over the Mora, I guess I can throw in a little extra info.
خليك كريم
As you
كده.
can see, members of Ain al-Ahmar are devout
Ahmar.
believers of the Scarlet King.
عندهم مشكلة تاني مع AH مع ورا بعض. فاهماني؟ متهيألي لأن حروف كتير ما بتحطي بعدها اتش في الإنجليش أصلا بتتحول لنطق مختلف شوية. يعني لما تيجي عايز تنطقي الضاد اللي هي مش موجودة عندهم أصلا بدل ما بتكتبي دي اتش. ساعات كنت بشوفها في ترجمة بعض مثلا الأحاديث والكلام ده. أو مش ترجمة، عشان قصدي تكتبي يعني اللي هو ايه العربي بالإنجليش. فاهماني؟ فحاسة ان هي عندهم مشكلة اصلا مع الاي اتش ورا بعض. يعني ورا بعض بدليل انه زي ما قلتي بيقولوا محمد او محمد يعني ما عندهمش مشكلة مع الاتش اهو.
Years ago, the Scarlet King founded the great desert nation that was our homeland. It was an advanced civilization, far beyond anything you'll see in present-day Sumeru.
بتتحسب فاول اصلا. هي فاول في فين في الفرنساوي، يعني زيادة على الحروف الفاول المعروفة في الانجليش مثلا لما 5 حروف، في فاولين او في حرفين زيادة بيحطوهم في الفاولز بيعتبروهم فاولز، اللي هو الاتش والواي. معرفش دي في الانجليش بقى مش. What's up man? What's up bro? اهلا welcome to the stream. اهلا بك في الستريم الخرافي بتاع جنشن. اقول ايه؟ يلا نكمل الكلام بتاع طارق الواد طارق. Years ago the Scarlet King founded the great desert nation. لا ده كان حوار تاني كده بقى. ملوش دعوة. Founded the great desert nation that was our homeland. Advanced civilization far beyond anything you see in present day Sumeru. ابتديت اشك فيكو advanced civilization وفي الديزرت، واحنا اوريدي شفنا في التريلر معابد ومش عارف ايه في الديزرت، ف كونش الحضارة الفرعونية والاله بتاعهم ده حاجة لها علاقة بالحضارة المصرية مثلا.
The Scarlet King was the rightful god of wisdom, but he was betrayed by a companion he trusted. She even stripped him of his title, God of Wisdom.
The rightful god of wisdom, but he was a companion he trusted. Wait.
So, you mean the traitor was...
Rukadavada. حاساه زي عين حورس. عالم أصلا في سوميرو.
Greater Lord Rukadavada, yes. That shameless wretch destroyed the Scarlet King's civilization, and our ancestors were forced to flee to this land where we were made to suffer the tyranny of our enemies.
Oh my. ثواني ما تقوليش ان الرومايتس دول rightful يعني اسمه ايه السكان الاصليين بتوع مثلا سوميرو اساسا، وده اللي حصل لهم بسبب بقى هو ده اللي بيقولوا حرفيا. She conspired with
the merciful and benevolent facade for which she is now known. Just thinking about it sickens me. But the story doesn't end there. Oh no. The Scarlet King isn't truly dead. The voice of the Oracle has been heard in the desert, prophesying his resurrection.
وديني الديزرت، انا عايزه كده، انا عايزه ده. سوميرو يا جدعان، عايز اروح انا عايزه ادخل المعابد اللي شفناها في التريلر بليز. اديك نص مليون تاني وتوديني دلوقتي حالا. انا متحمسه جدا ان ادخل معبد. عايزه يبقى في اكشنز جوه بقى، وفي كده كونتنت كتير جوه المعابد بقى الله.
Our God shall return. And when that day comes, all followers of the traitor and all the desert dwellers who have forgotten their true God will suffer retribution together.
Okay.
If what I'm saying makes you shiver with fear,
وانا
it might not be too
انا
late
عاجبني
for
الواد
you to
ساينو
become
ده
a
قوي،
believer of the Scarlet
شكله
King.
كول. اكتر اتنين عجبوني في الميلز يعني كشكل شكلهم كول كده، هيثم وساينو. يعني الاتنين دول اللي يعني ممكن اكرش عليهم عادي، ما عنديش مشكله. اكتر من يعني مش تجنري اوكي يعني عادي. لو if what I'm saying makes you shiver with fear it might not be too late for you to become a blah blah blah. انا بص يا ابني، انا ماليش دعوه اصلا بالحوارات بتاعتكم دي، انتوا تحلوها مع نفسكم. انا جايه ادور على اخويا، انا مالي بام السكارلت كينج وركضفادا اسمها ايه التانية كوساناري انا مالي يابا. انا اصلا عايزه اشوف البت دي عشان اسالها على اخويا، ماليش دعوه بالحوارات بتاعتكم. الصحراء لسه مفتحتش. ما اتفتحتش قصدك؟ طب هي موجودة على الماب اصلا يعني؟ لسه اصلا مش هنعرف نروح الديزرت اساسا. Oracle. ما لازم يشوقوك يا حبيبي ويفتحوا لك الدنيا كلها كده، هيدوك الكاردز بتاعتهم كلها كده على مرة واحدة. يعني بنروحها ولا موجودة كده منظر على الخريطة وعين يقولك لأ ده في ريد زون ولا مش عارف ايه المكان ده دينجرز ومش عارفة ايه. I don't have anything to say to the other organization has reached its end. ماشي.
Not just yet.
انت بتاخد نص مرة
Is
تاني.
a fraud.
What?
You
What?
again?
Deranged
academia lunatic. Yes, it's me.
هلا
I
بالزين
already warned
والله.
you that if you weren't willing to sit and discuss things with me, I'd take measures to make things uncomfortable for you.
بتاع الصحراء ايه؟ ممكن تجرب الاكسبيرينس بتاع الصحراء في الكويست تبع الارانارا. ماشي. It's me, I've already warned you that if you weren't willing to sit and discuss things with me, I'd take measures to make things uncomfortable for you. هلا بالزين والله. هلا بالزين. هلا بالزين. بالزين هلا والله. والله هلا بالزين. هقولك بكل اللغات. ايه الطعامة والحلاوة دي؟ الكروش بس خلاص. لا 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 خلينا دلوقتي في خلينا في الهيثم. خلاص انا هخطبه للبيت خلاص يعني انا already it's done. شايفين يا جماعة شايفين الكولنس شايفين الحلاوة فأنا بحب كمان الجري هير أصلا يعني بحب كول بيبقى شكله كول جدا فيعني بس كل يا ريت الشخصية كمان تبقى حلوة. يا سلام.
Listen to me. That address he gave you?
والبتاع اسمه ايه أراكشا ده ولا اسمها ايه؟ نسيت اسمها أكاشا ده ولا اسمها ايه اللي بيحطها دي؟ تيرمينال دي. يا عم سيبك من الكلام سيبك انا هقعد اتأمل فيك بس. Listen to me, the address he gave you is fake, or at least you won't find a merchant waiting for you there. This group has been boasting all around that they can provide information on a certain item as a means of luring people into their territory. أيوة شايفة النظافة يا بنتي. عاجبني صوت اللي عامل صوته بجد. عاجبني صوته اللي عامل صوته قصدي يعني عاجبني صوته يعني صوته فظيع برضه. they keep up the act. انا احب كده احب يبقى حاجه كده متكامله. هو شكله حلو صوته حلو شخصيته حلوه. يا سلام. the perfect character. Once you show up, they keep up the act until they have hard evidence that you want to purchase that item. Then they use that to squeeze you for the.
Hey, shut it all, Haytham. What are you
Shut
playing
it all,
at, trying to
Haytham.
ruin our business like this?
What are you playing at right now? طب هم عاملين اصله ايه بقى الهيثم ده يعني عربي ولا ايه بالظبط مش عارف.
I told you the other day.
حلو الشعرايه اللي طلع.
I wish to discuss my terms with your boss.
We lost another girl to him. ما تقوليش انك ما بتكرشش على ناس في جنشن بدليل اسمه ايه الرايد. لا ده ايه ده. بص عينه بص عين شكل عينه غريب. انا حاسه ان عينه دي فيها حاجه وراها. دي مش عين طبيعيه دي. ده بيشوف حاجه احنا مش شايفينها ولا ايه. لونها غريب جدا. I wish this guy would turn with your boss.
The boss made it perfectly clear that he won't negotiate with you.
انا عايز اشوف الباص بتاع الاحمر ده والعين الاحمر ده.
Yes, and in no uncertain terms. But that was then. It does not preclude him from changing his mind in the future.
لبسه حتى كول. انا نفسي في الشخصيه بتاعته بجد عشان اللي هو كده يعني ما اعرفش. انا عايزه يبقى عندي الشخصيات كده واحد لابس لبس الكول ده.
I'm warning you. Don't push us or this could get ugly. We don't usually get rough with people from the academia because it just complicates things. For a lunatic
هو
like you, though,
lunatic
we might just have to make an exception.
ما عنديش مشكله حتى لو لوناتيك هحبه برضه عادي. ما انا بحب اللوناتيكس اصلا في حاجات بشوفها عادي.
I accept. After all, even the Archons used war to negotiate the ownership of Teyvat.
Even the Archons used war to. ما ينفعش يخلونا نجربه يا جماعه. something stream بالظبط كده. هيفضل بس ستريم كله هو يعني سنبان على الهيثم. هو كده بس زي ما كده ما بقى ايه طول ما بلعب ريزن ايفل بقى بسمب على كريس. هفضل طول جنشن بسمب على الهيثم لحد ما يطلع اللي يغلبه بقى.
On the other hand, we
استغربوا
can't agree
جدا
on any means of negotiation
هو
at
وساينو
all.
عشان
Then I'm
ساينو
afraid
حاساه
my
كول
next
قوي
course
برضه
of action will sting a
اصلا
little more
قعدته
than
كده
the mere
كول
following
لبسه اللي
through of a
لابسه
few
اللي هو بتاع
business deals.
الشبه بتاع الفراعنة دوت والآلهة بتاعت الفراعنة كده كول. ايه اللي جميلة. On the other hand, we can't agree on any means of negotiation at all, then I'm afraid my next course of action will sting more than the mere following through of you. ماشي. ما انا شفتك وانت بتعمله، يعني ما شفتوش كله بس شفتك كنت بتعمله، اللي هما المخلوقات الكيوت دول.
I will jeopardize the Eremite's reputation, which I know you value above all else. I am quite confident that if I began to take such action, your boss would willingly approach me himself. However, I fear that by then, some things will have happened that cannot be undone.
انا عايزاه حالا، انا عايزه شخصيته دي حالا.
Also,
يا
a
لهوي
word
على
of
لبسه
advice.
كمان.
I suggest you tell your boss exactly what happened here today. Otherwise, he might blame you for not telling him in the future.
What did you say?
جدا.
Consider this. Have I ever failed to follow through on my word in the past?
منارة انا هو بعتلكوا سكرين شوت لو فاكر. امتى؟ انا بقالي فترة مش الواتس يعني التابلت ما ضايع خالص بقالي، لا يعني ده تاني يوم اهو، فمش عارفة انت بعت حاجة قريب مش عارفة. I ever feel to follow ايه كمل this how I ever feel to follow through on my word.
This guy is really out of his
لا
mind.
انت خفت بس.
Okay then. If you really have a death wish, let's meet a week from today. The pier in front of the Pharos Lighthouse, 4 o'clock in the
Pharos,
afternoon,
huh?
sharp.
فاروز ده حاجة تانية. Don't go to home.
Not so fast. First, you return the 500,000 more to them.
حبيب قلبي والله انت عارف ان انا يعني ضحيت بفلوس جامدة، فيعني انت بجد بجد يعني so considerate. هات يلا فلوسي حيوان.
Please, I beg you, don't provoke them. We can't afford any trouble with this crowd.
بس يا ايمن.
They haven't even paid for their food yet.
ايمن وهيثم. الواد هيثم، انا مش هقول له الهيثم الواد هيثم ده.
Mr. Ayman.
ايمن.
There appears to be fewer staff in the restaurant recently. This wouldn't happen to be because they're all busy spreading the word to the students, would it?
يا واد يا أيمن. There appears to be fewer staff in the restaurant recently. This wouldn't happen to be because they're all busy spreading the word to the students, would it?
Well...
Someone who chooses to do business with a group like that really can't afford to get so flustered the instant someone confronts them about it. Consider the meal compensation for our silence. I'd say you're getting an excellent deal.
Cool قوي، شخصيته جميلة قوي.
Did you see that? He not only got us our Mora back, but sent the Emirites running too.
عشان حضرتك ده كول، ده تعريف الكول، الكولنس، العظمة. حتى الجاكيت بتاعه. ايوه اللبس بتاع كله حلو. ممكن معي. He seems to know a lot about what's going on around here. Let's catch up with him and ask some questions. Yeah. لا مش شرط، مش شرط تكون معي. اهلا باللي دخل معانا ايا كان مين. ايوه جري بسرعة مات. حلق عليه. ده عريس. عارفه لما بيجي مثلا ايه يجيب لك في فيلم انه ايه واحده اسمها ايه، مش كل ما يتقدم لها حد مش تروح مثلا ايه يعجبها واحد فاللي هو هي بتبقى عايزه هي اللي تجيبه في شويه مش العكس. مين انت اسمك ايه؟ روشانه. ازيك يا روشانه؟ عندك اكل او شرب؟ اي حاجة تتاخد منك. طيب يلا يا ماما حبيبتي يلا. مفيش حاجة، ضيعت وقت معاكي. حسبي الله عليكي. استنى انا هجيله بلومين. استنى لا اجيله بآياته، لا اجيله كده بواحدة كده ايه، بنوتة. تعالي هنا اهو. تتعرف عليه. الهيثم ايه؟ اسكتي انت مبتعرفيش تنطقي انت حاجة. ها هو دندرو صح؟ البتاع بتاعته ايه؟
What do you want?
مش عارفه، مش حاساك دندرو، حاساك مثلا ايه، كرايو، هايدرو، بين الهايدرو من امامير برضو. جيو كده يعني. سامعين الاخ مرة ايوه. What do you want? Here, help me.
No need for thanks. My goal was to get to them, and you two gave me just the opportunity I needed. We're even.
ايه؟ انا مسترخمه الواد ده. انت تقعد على جنب ماشي، بدل ما اقولك على حاجه على رايدن تزعلك. الفرق بس ان انا بحب رايدن بصراحه بعد ما عرفت شخصيتها. اقعد على جنب بقى. ماشي. انيمو لا مش عارف، حاساه.
Oh, I advise you to keep your distance from them. Since they weren't able to make off with your Mora in the end.
زي العسل، والواد ده زي العسل غصب عنك برضه. advise you to keep your distance from them. انا لولا اني بحبها كنت قلت لها حاجه تضايقك عليها. your distance from them since they weren't able to make off with your Mora in the end they might harass you again in the future. بعدين اهو وات كول يعني، بعد ما عمل البيزنس بتاعه معاهم اداهم، قصدي عمل معاهم الصح، قالوا مرجعوا الفلوس يا كلاب. جابت ورا ايه؟ بقولك انا بحب الرايدن، اكيد مش هقول عليها حاجه يعني وحشه يعني. لكن لو مش طايقاها كنت بس تفتحها لك في الستريم، كنت شرطتها في الستريم. بلا سبب.
Since you tore through their scam right in front of them, you must know the real story.
Who exactly are you two? And why are you inquiring about that? A student. Right.
وانتوا فاكرين ده هينطلي عليه يعني؟
You should know that those thugs conducting business with you had nothing to do with your lie.
بالظبط. ما تكدبيش بقى. Talk terms. I know a thing or two about swordplay.
Huh? Oh yeah, she's really strong. Weren't you saying something about a physical exchange? We can help with that.
She doesn't even have a vision. Forget it.
لا ما تستقلش بيا، وانا I don't have a vision، بس انا manipulate elements يا بابا. وده بقى الفكرة في الموضوع، ان انا اقوى منكم عشان انا ما عنديش vision، وفي نفس الوقت بتحكم في العناصر وباخد كل العناصر اللي، بص بكوش على العناصر، كل ما بدخل مدينة بكوش على العناصر اللي فيها. ايه؟ ايه؟ يا ميكو؟ يا ميكو دي اعوذ بالله يا شيخ اسكتي. اخزوا يا ميكو. ايوه. Maybe no, but she can still use element energy, and I know there's no way you're gonna. الحمد لله ما قلتيش الاحمر. بالظبط.
All right, I accept. Got a pen and paper? If we'll reconvene at the appointed time by the pier. It doesn't matter if you show up or not.
بس بالظبط يعني. بص انا جايبه لك عروسه لقطه، متقدرش ترفض. هتعملك كل الريسيبيز اللي يعني اللي خدتها من كل المدن اللي عدت عليها. هتدوق بقى من مونستاد، وتدوق من ليوي، وتدوق من انازوما، يعني ما اقولكش بقى. عاجبني شعره بشكل مش طبيعي، بحب درجة الجريدي في الشعر. والكونفينا ده appointed time by the period. Doesn't matter if you show up or not. ماشي.
So, since you were happy to give us this merchant's information, does that mean you can tell us exactly what we're after?
You were willing to part with 500,000 mora for something and you didn't even know what it was?
والله عندك point.
Okay. Well, if you truly are as skilled as you claim, then you can beat the answer out of them when they become hostile.
وعاجبني الشعريتين الملونين اللي فيه ده اللي هو مطقم مع اللبس بتاعه. اللبس بتاعه كول قوي ولونه كول وكل حاجة.
Look, if you've been making inquiries, then you have to know something by now. Tell me what you know so far, so I don't waste time repeating it.
We know it's connected to the academia somehow, and that not only do the Eremites deal in it, but some students want to get a hold of it too.
You know almost everything there is to know, but you're unable to compile this information because you've never seen the object before.
مش عارفة بس مش حاسة سبب كافي ولا ايه مش عارفة. ممكن يكون له صلة من نوع معين او باور من نوع معين مثلا قريبة من الاركونز او الجادز يعني حاجة سبيشال خصوصا عينه الغريبة دي. شفتي عين برضو اسمه ايه موراكس شكلها او يعني شكلها غريب برضو.
This is what you've been looking for.
What is this?
My mind can't tell what it is. It looks like some kind of...
This is a knowledge capsule.
Capsula?
To put it simply, it's a vessel that can store a fixed quantity of canned knowledge. It's like a miniature Akasha.
ما عشان ما انا قصدي كده بقى انا قصدي ان هو ممكن زي ما تقولي كده بس مش عارفة مش حاسة ان هو اركون من ثواني بيكون اركون فعلا بس زي نظام موراكس كده يعني بيمشي كمورتال بقى وسط الناس مش عارف.
Anyone who links it to their personal Akasha terminal instantly becomes privy to its contents. Correct. Anyone. Unlike the Akasha, which heavily regulates who can access what information.
ما انا خمنت كده خمنت ان هو السكارلت كينج بس مرضتش اقولها عشان يمكن احسها يعني farfetched شوية مثلا او حاجة او ممكن تبقى يعني انا خمنت وانا بقول ان هو ممكن يكون اركون يعني زي ما انت بتقولي اركون طبعا فكرت هيكون هو السكارلت كينج او الجاد اللي هو بيقولوا عليه مات بسبب اسمها ايه دي كده فاتا دي بس برضه هيبقى ضدهم ليه هيبقى ضد اللي هم الإيرامايتس اللي بيحاولوا يحيوا هل هو مثلا مش مقتنع باللي هم عايزين يعملوه ده مثلا واختفى لأسباب معينة مش عارف correct anyone unlike the Akasha which heavily regulates who can access that information knowledge capsules confer their contents without any requisites. يا سلام يا نهار ابيض يعني بتاع ابواب مفتوحه كده اي حد عايز يعرف اي حاجه.
Unfortunately, it's illegal in Sumeru to privately possess or trade them.
أكيد.
They were created as a means for scholars to transfer knowledge gained from Irminsul into the Akasha, and are intended to be destroyed in... But despite strict regulations, some of these knowledge capsules will always escape destruction. After all, there will always be those in this world who are dissatisfied with life as designed for them by the Akasha, and wish to change their fate. Over the past century, a wide variety of canned knowledge has been leaked from the academia.
Oof.
Now, in Port Ormos, the valuable ones are... Meanwhile, those which the Eremites deem to be prove useful to the common citizens and hapless academia students. Well, I think that about sums it up.
I heard that the academia lost something recently.
Oh, so that's your true objective. With our current arrangement, I don't believe I can offer an answer.
ايه يا عم بس.
You're still resolved. Fine. Let's talk somewhere.
ايه هتاخدني على البيت؟ to a more secluded spot to continue your conversation. عيب يا هيثم. لا انا بنت محترمة. لمين محترمة؟ ما تعملش الحركات بتاعتك دي.
Let's continue our conversation here. If you wish to learn more about the knowledge capsule that the Academia lost, then you must help me with something.
عايز بقى مصلحة متبادلة.
I need you to find someone named Dory, a traveling merchant.
اهلا كنت بسأل نفسي هتظهر امتى الاخت دوري عشان هي عجباني برضه.
Unlike the peddlers who hawk inferior knowledge capsules, she often has quality goods in stock. Some say that as long as there is profit to be made, there is nothing she won't dare to sell. دوري دي بتفكرني بدورة. عارفة هي دورة اللي هي بتاعت الأطفال دي. دوري مي فاصولا سي. عجبني ان جايبينها كميرشنت، يعني ان في ميرشنت بلايبل كاركتر، وبعدين شكلها كده ايه برضو كول كده. She's guarded against people from the Academia because most of her wares don't comply with Academia regulations.
She's guarded against people from the Academia.
I think she blacklisted me. I met with her informant, but it soon became clear that they had no intention of letting me get any further.
يعني هي عدوة الأكاديمية.
Become one of Dory's customers and earn her trust. This is my condition for further collaboration.
له بلاك ماركت. البت خطر. عارفة لما طفلة وتلاقيها خطر. انت عايزنا يعني ان نتقرب من دوري بحيث ان يبقى احنا نبقى لينك، يعني عشان انت عشان انت بقيت في البلاك ليست. يعني ماشي، سهلة ان علاقتنا بكل الناس حلوة الحمد لله. مفيش حد بيعرفنا الا وما يقع في حبنا. احنا صحاب الاركنز شخصيا. انت بتتكلم في ايه؟ What do you want me at?
Until you complete this task, you don't have question privileges.
رخمتك يا هيثم، لسه بمدح فيك يا اخي. لا واخده بالك عاملينه كمان بودي بيلدر، يعني عارفه اللي هو يعني هما لو مش بيهدفوا ان هو يبقى كراش للبنات يعني هو يعني خلاص عايزه اقول ايه، عاملينه عشان يبقى كده عشان البنات تسمب عليه.
You two are outlanders who haven't been here for long, so Dory should view you as safe clients. I'll give you the informant's address and their contact. Beyond the password, though, I have no way of knowing what other tricks she might have up her sleeve. You'll have to improvise.
والله شكلها مش سالكة البت دوري دي، باين عليها. اصل البت بتتاجر في حاجات وبلاك ماركت وشغل كده حلق حوش ده، مش سالكة أكيد.
The true challenge begins after you meet her. She has a keen nose for Mora and a shrewd eye for wares, and she only likes customers who she deems to have good taste. I'll prepare some funds for you. Buy her highest quality wares and earn her approval.
What? We only just saw a knowledge capsule for the first time. We don't know how to tell which ones are good and which ones are bad.
That's true. Have you two heard of Elemental Sight?
بنستخدمه حضرتك.
Oh, well, that's a surprise.
هبهرك والله قلت لك.
Hold you in higher regard. Anyway, that ability should resolve your issue.
أنا بحس اللي بيعجبه بقى الشخص اللي هو عايز اقول ايه، يعني الشخص اللي يعجبه هو ده اللي بيبهره، هو ده اللي بيعجب بيه. Anyway, the ability should resolve your issue. ماشي. طب أقابلك فين بعدين؟
Tell me, can you detect any difference in their quality? Try inspecting them with elemental sight.
الشمال هو اللي شغال. They both glow green. The one on the left shines brighter.
Rumor has it that higher quality knowledge capsules generally appear brighter when viewed through elemental sight. That's because knowledge originates from Irminsul, the root of Dendro power itself. The more powerful the knowledge, the richer it is in Dendro energy. However, some canned knowledge with a high concentration of elemental energy is of little use in contemporary times, so those capsules are of little value. Using elemental sight is merely a stopgap measure, but it should suffice for earning Dory's trust.
That sounds pretty impressive.
Here's a sheet with the informant's location and contact password, and here's the mora for purchasing can. Don't be cheap.
طب والله شوف بيدوني فلوس يعني بيديني فلوس عشان اروح اشتري يعني مش حتى قال لي بس اتصرفي بفلوسك يا اختي ما انت غنيه لا بيديني فلوس عشان اتصرف الراجل برضه محترم يعني عارف انه يعني انه يبقى جنتل ازاي. Don't be cheap. There's any more left over just keep it. وكمان بيسيب لي اي باقي عشان المواصلات زي ما انت قلتي كده. ماشي. And be sure to exercise some caution. There have been Latra present in Port Armas lately. Your efforts will be for no they catch you.
Matra?
اللي هما بتوع الأكاديمية. أنا فاكرة في واحدة كانت واقفة في الأكاديمية اسمها يعني شغلتها ماترا. بيعملوا إيه بقى؟
They belong to the Academia's regulatory body. They also handle cases of illegal canned knowledge transactions.
البوليس بتاع الأكاديمية من الآخر.
The Academia has banned both their trade and possession. The Matra are razor sharp. You're in for nothing good if they lock their sights onto you. If you two want to back out, now's the time.
لا بص أنا بص عشان أعجبه بقى ويعرف إن أنا ست خطر مش أي حاجة. مش هقول I'll help you find Dory. لا دي الناس العادية اللي تقول كده. I'm willing to take that risk. بس خلاص اعتبر المهمة اتعملت.
Okay, then we have a deal. If you succeed in your dealings with Dory, come find me at the Wikela Funduk. We'll have an open discussion then.
مش تعملني معاك؟ امال اخوات يعني ايه لازمتهم ها؟ We have a deal if you succeed. انتوا كلكم سبتوا الستريم ورحتوا تعملوا حاجات لنفسكم ماشي ومش معبريني وما بتعملوليش كمان. اخصى عليكم والله فاكركم اخواتي. I have a deal if you succeed in your dealings with Dory. فاكسوا ايه بس انت ماشي. Then we have a deal if you succeed in your dealings with Dory come find me at the وكالة فندق. ايوه شفت سكرين شوت مكتوب فيها وكالة فندق. we'll have an open discussion there. وكالة فندق مش فندق الوكالة لا وكالة فندق. عجبني. هو انتوا في مصر ولا انا اتهيألي ولا ايه؟ اصل الوكالة دي بتاعتنا دي منطقة في مصر اسمها الوكالة. وكالة فندق وكالة البلح وكالة في فندق الوكالة ماشي. اسمها فندق الوكالة. لو عايز تقولها بالانجلش ماشي. لا هي كده يعني اسمها يعني لو عايز تقولها بالانجلش يبقى وكالة هوتل او هوتيل قصدي وكالة هوتيل. عايز تقول بقى بالعربي فندق الوكالة حضرتك. في وكالة فندق. هو قال كده انا ما خدتش بالي عشان بتكلم عشان انا غايب. وده اركز شويه في الكلام اللي بيتقال. Old Ormos.
Let's follow these instructions and try to get in contact with him.
ششت اسكتي خالص. احنا ممكن نقرا البتاع اللي اداهالنا ولا ايه؟ هي المورا فكرني بتشايلد لما قابلنا وقعد ما شاء الله البنك بتاعه بيخلصش يعني في كده في بنك في جيبه في بلاك هول في جيبه عارف واللي هو الورم هول كده بتودي على بنك اللي هو المصرف اللي هو نورثرن بانك اللي في ليوي في كده ايه هول بتودي على طول على البنك ما شاء الله. فكرني بتشايلد. وكل ما يقابلنا خدي الفلوس دول اللي يعملوا خدي المورا دول يا حبيبتي عشان ده. ما انا بقول لك لا ده مش بس حته انه شغال في بنك ده بنك متحرك حرفيا يعني بقول لك في هول في جيبه موديه على طول على البنك. informant code chart ممكن اقراه طيب يعني looking to buy unripe hara fruits ask the informant to take you to Dory where morning Flower looking to buy candle information where Sumeru Rose looking to buy readily available on the market. House customer rich Bolan Tiger Matra taken by my sort of ايه ده كود ده كود يعني حاجة زي رسالة كودت كده taken by by Matra pack in Sumeru city style to purchase small amount pack in to purchase in down customer skill corresponds to her fruit that code is listening and blinking in the ears complimenting ما علينا مش هنفهم اي حاجة الحمد لله. meet up with Dory's contact. ايوه لاتش.
Hello. What are you two looking?
unripe, huh?
What a unique palette. We have unripe horror fruits,
keep them.
but we usually keep them in the back. I'll have someone escort you.
Following the paper goddess past the first round.
Following the paper goddess past the first round.
Ronak, these two want to buy unripe horror fruits. Show them to the warehouse.
Got it. You two, please follow me.
May.
You two have a fascinating fashion sense.
ايوه كنت لسه هقولك انت قصدك بنطلوني بنطلوني كنت هقولك تشايلد وبعدين افتكرت ان في جاء ذكر بنطلوني ده في الايفنت بتاع اسمها ايه بتاع سكوتي بتاع يلان وشاو في الاخر لا مش شاو قصدي في القصه بتاعت يلان جابوا ذكره.
my mistake. I do apologize.
خلاص بقى رغاية اوي الفايمن دي. بنطلوني شكله خبيث اصلا بنطلوني. هو ده الغني بتاعهم اصلا بتاع هاربنجرز اصلا. رونق انا كنت هقولها رونق وبعدين قلت يمكن قصده راو او زي الالماني كده مثلا رونق الواد اسمه رونق. request the unappreciated carving يعني اعمل ايه يعني في ايه دكتور رونق يعني المفروض اعمل حاجة تانية الاول ولا ايه مش فاهم. request currently involving other but please check the details. نعم في كويست المفروض اخلصه الاول عشان يتفتح لي ده unappreciated reason unknown to person. ماشي بقى اتغاظ بقى لما يبقى يحصل حاجه زي كده وخصوصا في الاركون كويست اصلا ده اركون كويست المفروض ما يبقاش متعلق بحاجه زي كده. يا جدعان عايزه اخلص القصه مش التعصب بتاعكم. There's so many new and interesting
things. Not to mention all the tasty food.
ثواني يا جماعه كده لحظه. المايك بيولع تقريبا. انا اصلا عملت ميوت، يكون ده السبب او حاجه، مش عارفه. هل مثلا بعمل ميوت وبرجع تاني وبعمل ميوت وبرجع، ده بيعمل مشكله في المايك مثلا؟ ممدوح وفايز. ممدوح فايز. طنجة. I should have made you wait until the طنجة واحد اسمه
When
طنجة.
I finished the prototype Aranara yesterday, you agreed that the kids would like it. That's why we tried bringing it up.
Well, I never thought they'd dislike it.
Oh, what should we do?
يا عم انا عايزه ادخل في الاركن، اكمل اركن كويست اصلا.
Oh, I noticed you two a moment ago. Welcome to Akara Crafts, the best toy store in Port Port. What's bothering us is this prototype Aranara. To start with.
Prototype Aranara? You mean this wood carving here?
Sounds like the name of whatever it is.
It looks like a mushroom monster.
Oh, there we have it. The verdict is in.
Not the first negative feedback we've...
So, what exactly is it?
So for context, Aranara are magical creatures in Sumeru fairy tale for the store's 20th anniversary. We plan to release a series of hand-carved toys based on the Aranara. This is a prototype we made to get an idea of how they would react. When we put it out there, the reaction was...
شكلها مرعب.
They thought it looked like a mushroom too, huh?
No, worse than that actually. I can't quite describe it though. And I'm also not very...
ثواني وريني بقى وش ايه.
This is not an Aranara. No way.
كولاي. هو ده بغسل منه كولاي يعني؟ تقريبا الصوت كويس.
I've read Uncle Tanja's Aranara and the ill little fungus. It says that Aranara are supposed to be chubby and squishy. The carving looks nothing like... Toys do look better when they're round. Uncle Tonder said in Aranara's vow that you can deceive the eyes, but this carving makes me feel lost and confused inside. I don't think the creator put his heart into it at all. It's nothing like it. Ooh, didn't put his heart into it, huh? Oh, sounds like one of those things that's easier said than understood.
هو البنت بتقولها وهي اصلا مش فاهماها اساسا، مش فاهمه. طيب ايه، ما انتوا مش عاجبكم البتاع ده، ما تروحوا تجيبوا أرانارا من الغابه بنفسكم. في ايه؟ حتى اصلا شكلهم عامل زي العرايس كده. قصيد الاليا. ده الفيديو اللي انا بحبه. قصيد واليا عاليه يعني. جيب المايك بتاع انت مين؟ روحي روحي يا روحي يا روحي عليك. هي سهلة. هو ده اللي بيظهر في الايفنت، اللي هي صفحة الايفنت اللي في الاول خالص ولا ايه؟ عشان مش فاكرة اسمه.
If it wasn't meant to be an arm. Oh, well, that took a sudden turn for the worse. We asked the children for their opinions.
Oh, how did it go? Has it maybe, grown on them at all? Oh, this is such a shame.
Oh, the kids kept mentioning an Uncle Tanger too.
Tignar.
Who is he?
Uncle Tanger is a famous children's author here in Port Almos. He wrote quite a few stories in the past, but none of them were popular among them. But around a year or so ago, he suddenly had a eureka moment or something, and suddenly the children...
That's right. My little Gafari loves his stories too.
يعني انت اسمك فايز وابنك اسمه جفاري. جفاري فايز، ايه الاسم ده؟ الواد يعني ممكن تجيب له عقد في حياته يعني. الواد ممكن ينتحر بسبب اسمه. هو ريزورس برموجيماتها كتير. ايوه 80 شفت 80 بريموجيم. بس مش هكمله في الستريم يعني. انا هعمله بقى اوف ستريم عشان مش كله طبعا هعمله يعني ستريم. فانا عايزه ادخل على الاركون كويست وبعدين بقى اكمله بعدين. بس هما جابريني ان لازم اخلصه عشان ده داخل في ده. The whole reason we decided to make these carving was because we saw just how popular the animation.
He asked Tanja for guidance. Right after he agreed, he went off to Gandharvaville with his... We were running out of time, so we had no choice but to carve an Aranara base, as you can see.
انتوا وراكوا حاجة يعني المرة اللي جاية.
As a result.
Oh, we have to do... Hey,
ممدوح اسكت يا
since you're the
ممدوح.
famous traveler, could you do us a favor and look for... he doesn't have to come in person if he's too busy. Just ask him to write down his suggestions and bring his notes back to us, if you could.
يا جماعة مش كنتوا تخلوا الأكاشا تيرمينال دي تبقى زي الموبايل؟ اتصل عليه بالموبايل أو تتصل حضرتك عليه بالموبايل. مش هروح أجيبه من جاندرافارافيل دي ولا جاندرافافيل دي. يعني عملوا بتاع بتاخد منها انفورميشن وتبقى متوصلة بالمش عارفة ايه مباشرة وما عملوهاش اسمها ايه تتصل بيها يعني بحد مثلا زي الموبايل كده. Please, if I'll need to smile at the children's face, and of course you'll be well compensated for doing us a favor.
They seem pretty desperate. Let's help them out. To see the kids smile. And also for our reward.
I just see them. ما انا عارفة ان لسه هعرف بتستخدم ازاي. انا بتكلم في نقطة تانية خالص وبعدين انا بهزر اصلا. مش فهمتش الافيه انت بقى. Okay, we'll do it to see the kids smile. Okay, we'll do it. ماشي okay, we'll do it so the fireman can get her rewards. ممكن احرق دمهم واقول لهم الكلمة التانية. بليز قولوا لي خلاص انه مش هينفع. ايوه اكمل بقى ولا هتقولوا لي تاني ان انا محتاجة مش عارفة اعمل ايه؟ انا هنط هنا انتحر وخلاص ونخلص. يلا بينا.
Before I retrieve your products, I need to confirm a few things. Please forgive me, but we may not have sufficient stock for you today. Earlier, many of our hara fruits were taken by mice.
I'm sorry to hear that. Congratulations to you.
Hold on. That's not right. Taken by mice means they sold out.
Yeah, أقول له congratulations.
I'm sorry.
أنا حاسة برضه إن المفروض.
We won't be able to fulfill your order. Why don't you two?
He's cautious of us. Let's take a closer look at the paper that.
صراحة عشان كده دخلت أقرأها بس ما كنتش فاهمة البيبر عايزة إيه بالظبط. تمام. وبعدين حسيت congratulations to you دي غريبة فحاسة إن هي دي المفروض استخدمها بس خفت. ما هي كود بقى. they're talking codes بقى. ما هو black market بقى. فورت أورموز انت بتغششني ليه؟ لا انا عايزه اعرف انا بنفسي. يعني لو عايزه canned knowledge يبقى البس لي morning flower دي ولا ايه؟ ماوس معناها customer. اوكي طيب ماشي انا عايزه اعرف انا بنفسي. ريتش بولاند تايجر ماترا. يعني هو يقول لي ريتش بولاند تايجر انا كده افهم الماترا. taken by mice sold to customers. taken by a rich boland confiscated by a matra. pack in Sumeru city style to purchase a small amount. pack in Port Ormuz style to purchase in bulk. هو قال لي حاجه ومش عارف ايه وكده يعني. فيبقى اقول له ايه Port Ormuz دي ماشي. Complimenting a customer with skill corresponds to hard fruit that causes dizziness and ringing in the ears. A customer of erudition corresponds to hard fruit that causes heart stroke. Okay.
Before I retrieve your products, please forgive me, but we may not have sufficient stock for you today.
Earlier, many of our hara fruits were taken by mice. Thanks. If better goods come in, you'll be the first to know. You look like you have some skill. Why don't I pick out some fruits that'll make you dizzy?
هي قالك الهارد ستروك اللي هي التانية مش عارف ايه كاستمر ايروديشن. يعني ايه ايروديشن اصلا؟ بتاعي انا حاسه ان انا اختار التانية المفروض صح؟ اول واحدة متأكد. side of tinnitus please. هي erudition بيقولك ساعة الطلوع.
Yep, that's the right answer.
But you have fruit that makes your head.
Hara fruit that makes your head and ears ring sounds like a.
Would you like your hara fruits to be packaged in the Sumeru City
Port
or
Ormuz,
Port Ormuz
okay.
style? Wow, you two sure are generous customers. We'll be sure to package your product. Okay. Everything has been confirmed. Miss Dory is waiting for you up at... Shoot! It's the mantra! Run!
طب قلتها ماترا ليه؟ قول بقى الكود.
The mantra? Where? I'll hate them if we're done for if they catch us. We gotta get out of here.
بص جري حط ضربه في لسانه وجري. Get together with Rana. هو فين؟ فوق؟ ايه؟ اطلع له منين ده؟ من هنا ولا منين؟ لا بتمشى هنا هو عدي على حد فيهم بس. يا دي النيلة. Be together with رونق. لو ما كنتش فتحت خلاص يا ستي. انا ما فتحتش البتاع اللي هنا معقولة؟ ايوه ده بور اورموز. انا ناسيه ان احنا مش في سوميرو. سوميرو انا فتحت تقريبا كل الحاجات اللي فيها. حلو تمام. فين بقى انت رحت فين؟
If you're hiding from the Rishbaland tiger, come this way.
Rishbaland tiger.
Another password. Huh? Oh, that voice
عرايش.
came from behind the building on the right.
واحد اسمه عرايش. اهلا.
You can stop running now. So you were the one who was calling out to us just now. But are we definitely gonna be safe?
These two good customers wish to buy some hara fruit, Miss Dory. And if there's nothing else, I'll just excuse myself.
شكلها غريب قوي بجد. الستايل بتاعها غريب جدا. بص نظرتها.
Oh, very good. Thank you. Huh? Wait.
شكلك انت ذات نفسك طالعة من مصباح علاء الدين.
Princess Pea-Brain. I can be scary enough when I need to be, believe you me. If you don't watch what you say, then you can forget about doing any business.
اخرسي يا بايمن، حطي لسانك في بقك. جشعة قوي. واضح اصلا. بص شايف البهرجة اللي هي فيها، ولابسة لي خواتم في ايديها ومش عارفة ايه في شعرها باين.
But it seems you two have actually done pretty well so far. Not only did you manage to find the informant, your reactions were also pretty sharp. You don't really look like criminals or anything, but I bet my Mora that you've been involved in some shady dealings, haven't you?
مش هي حتى لما بتيجي تعمل السكيل بتاعتها تقريبا بتقولي give me your mora او حاجه زي كده.
I'm not sure if that's supposed to be a compliment, but we'll take it. I can't risk doing business with people who start huffing and puffing after just a few paces. No matter how much mora they might have. Not only will they get caught by the Matra, but they'll also get us into trouble. As decent folks trying to run an honest business. So that's why I prefer to have customers like you. It's your first time here, but don't worry, I won't ask too many questions. Even if you wish to buy enough knowledge capsules to decorate your house with, please, knock yourself out. As long as you have lots of round, shiny mora, then we're all good.
أعوذ بالله.
Ah, yes, of course, of course. Go ahead. Help yourselves. Voila!
بنت في سنك ده وبتعمل تجارة زي دي ويخرق. أنا خفت منك. يا ما نعيش لما نشوف.
Don't worry, I'm not interested in your reasons for buying. I can take this one for example. An analysis of the sociological ideology and dialectics of the Hilichurls. Only 3 people in all of Tibet have ever studied it, making it extremely rare. It's on sale now for 350,000 mora.
لا يعني مش حاجة مش كتير يعني احنا بس كلمنا الراجل دوت ومشفر اللي هو اللي دلنا عليها يعني بس ورحنا قابلناها جرينا من المترس بس مش عارف كفاية رغي يا أما عشان أنا هختار أنا. لا مش عايزين ده خالص. حضرتك احنا بندور على حاجة خطر يا ماما. طبعا بحالتك دي نو ديسكاونتس طماعة.
You are free to pick whatever your heart's desire. The contents and price of each knowledge capsule are indicated in small. Alright, let's try the method that I'll hate the most.
Mental sight. I'll take this one. And this one, أيوة واللي فوق. As well as this one.
You've really got a good head on your shoulders and quite the eye for quality. I'll take these, please and thank you. My oh my, you are blessed with a taste for both the exquisite and the extravagant.
Customers like you are a rare breed, 1 in 100. No, 1 in
100. Listen, I have a special offer for you two. If you spend just 100,000 more or more, you can pick any knowledge capsule of your choice up to a value of 1 million mora. Say what now? Hey, did you hear that? Spend another 100K and we get a capsule worth a whole million.
نعم.
But all the canned knowledge we just bought is easily worth 500,000 mora. If we spend just a little more, we can get something worth 1 million mora.
يا بنتي بتضحك عليكي عشان تدفعي زيادة بس.
We've gone to all this trouble to get this canned knowledge. And so far, everything we bought belongs to all Hatham. Aren't you even the least bit curious about how this whole canned knowledge thing works? We're talking instant knowledge here. Don't you want to try it yourself?
No, I think you're the one who's curious.
Come on, come on. About Hatham's more or less. So let's put it to good use by finding something useful for you.
بنت ما تكرريش بالنيابة عني. استعبطي.
Excellent. And then please select from this fine collection of cans.
حيوانة يا بنت.
Hold on a second. I thought we could choose whatever we wanted. Why can't we choose the ones from over there? Oh, but my dear customer, the knowledge capsules over here are worth 1 million mora each. beginners like yourselves will be able to find something to your liking. Oh, Paimon has a bad feeling about this. Let's use Elemental Sight again to check these.
تعبانين كلهم تعبانين.
So, what did you see?
Okay, also equally bright.
So, they're all worth about the same amount?
ما قلنا هتغشك يا بنت.
Well, anyway, the more has already been spent, so let's at least try to find something useful.
مين اللي شاطرة بالظبط؟
Let Paimon take a look.
اللي هي الحركة بتاعتها
An
Paimon take a
introduction
look.
to traditional Sumeru brewing techniques, the art of growing spices, an overview of ancient runes. Oh, how about this one? Sword fighting techniques 8. Not sure we'd ever find volumes 1 through 7, but at least this knowledge should be useful, right? Let's go with this one. Dory?
ما عندناش حل تاني، هو مدينا الاختيارين دول بس دول.
Alright, very good. I'm expecting some new goods in the next couple days, so be sure to check back again soon. Whether it's canned knowledge or anything else you need, bring your Mora to Dory and doors will open. Our dealings with Dory went smoothly enough. Let's head to Wakala Funduk and meet up with Alhaitham.
Wakala Funduk.
Funduk. He'll finally tell us about what the Academia lost.
يلا نروح الوكالة فندق. فندق ها مش فندق. فندق. Meet Dory and purchase canned knowledge. ماشي يا اختي. ثواني يعني. ماشي. ايه ده؟ ماشي. ما اوكي انا فعلا كنت بفكر اعمل كده. هي جت سبحان الله بقى. هو ده وكالة فندق. انا عايز اروح فندق اريح يا جدعان من الهم اللي انا فيه ده. عايزه بس اشوف الاسامي. ديزاي فانيتا. لا دي مش اسامي عربي.
You two made it. And from the looks on your faces.
Wow. There's so many people from the Academia here. Why would you pick this place as our meetup spot?
Well, Wakala Funduk is under the Academia's control, so naturally the Academia has people working here. I came to Port Ormos under the pretense of conducting official business.
هيثمتي.
You're a pretty daring
لا اسمه هيثم. اسمه هيثم ده شيك برضه. You're a pretty daring guy.
Relax.
واضح
No
أصلا.
one here is interested in anything we say, and the Matcher won't come here. Okay now, tell me how your encounter with Dory went.
لا بص مختار أكتر مكان مش هيتشك فيه يعني هو مكان عارفة اللي هو زي hidden in plain sight حاجة زي كده. بس يا كتكوت متقولش جرسو. إياك تشتمه ها. اسمه ايه نختار مكان اللي هو رايدونا. ايوه شو يعني مستعده للخناقه.
Okay, we did what you asked. So, can you tell us about the knowledge capsule that the Academia lost now?
Before that, I have to ask, why are you two so intent on tracking it down?
محبوبه.
You don't have to answer.
محبوبه. Ashiki. I have to ask, are you two so intent on trying it down? You don't have to answer, of course. It's not a secret or anything. I have to answer عشان انت الهيثم. It's not a secret or anything. You want to meet with the Dandra. ايوه نقول لك على بلاطه. بص انا open book اصلا. يعني حتى شخصيتي في الحقيقه open book.
Yeah, she just wants to meet the God of Wisdom and ask her about something important. We've been in Sumeru for a while now, but we still haven't found a way. When we heard that the Academia had lost something that might be related to the gods, we came here in case it turned out to be our lucky break.
In that case, you're on the right track. A short while ago, the Academia lost a knowledge capsule in the desert. It's supposedly a divine knowledge capsule. Use it, and you'll gain the wisdom of the gods.
يا راجل بالسهولة دي.
Wow, There's really such a thing as that? Hey, if we find it, do you think we could learn?
I highly doubt it has any mystical properties, but it does indeed exist. And it's right here.
So, where exactly?
That's what we need to find out next.
Your goal is to find it.
I won't deny that. I am investigating because I'm curious as to what the divine knowledge capsule truly is. As you know, the Eremites in Port Ormos also have their eyes on it. It is an extremely precious item. The knowledge contained within may bring great power or wealth to whoever has it in their possession.
طب انت عايزها دي بقى، ما ده السؤال.
Several brigades have been vying for ownership of it as of late, but there is still no victor. My personal finances and connections cannot compete with those of the Eremites. After attempting various methods, I finally managed to reach a tentative agreement with several brigades. I agreed to forego ownership of the divine knowledge capsule in exchange for the opportunity to study it. After all, there's no harm in understanding what it is. However, there are those who are less amenable to negotiation, such as those from Ain al-Ahmar. They adamantly believe that the divine knowledge capsule contains the Scarlet King's power, and that he will return to this world when they obtain it. They refuse to let anyone from the Academia tarnish their deity's soul.
So you kept hounding them because they refused to cooperate with you?
Yes. Ain al-Ahmar isn't exactly wealthy, but its members are determined to get that capsule by any means necessary. To that end, they've resorted to many methods more foul than fair in order to amass sufficient. So, I've been sabotaging their business and forced them into negotiating with me.
عشان يضطروا ما يلاقوش بقى سبيل غير ان هم صح يتفاوضوا معاك.
The divine knowledge capsule should be up for a secret auction within the next few days.
Really?
Each brigade will place their own bid, and the prize will be covertly given to the winner.
طبعا هندخل في الauction ده عشان نجيبها.
To ensure the capsule's security and to evade the Matra's notice, the winning brigade will not publicly disclose their victory. Unless I know whose hands the divine knowledge capsule ends up in, my agreements with them will fall through. Dory is the most reliable source of information, but that avenue was previously closed to me. With you on board now, the situation is different.
هتستغلني يعني.
In other words, you wanted us to befriend Dory so you could find out where the divine knowledge capsule is.
Yes, you can say that. But this arrangement harms none of us. The day after tomorrow, go back to Dory and try to purchase information on the divine knowledge capsule's whereabouts. If she has no information,
ايوه هي قالت انه في هيجيلها تجارة تاني بعد شوية وتعالي بقى خلي اعملي حسابك في مرة عشان تشتري وبتاع.
If I get the opportunity to study the divine knowledge capsule, I will relay my findings to you. Will that suffice as compensation?
والله ذكي والله ذكي. researcher في الأكاديمية تمام. ما أنا واخدة بالي إنه researcher في الأكاديمية، بس أنا حاسة إن هو له motives تانية، يعني مش مجرد إن هو researcher في الأكاديمية، ممكن يكون التحق بالأكاديمية مش عشان برضو يعني for the sake of the academy. لأ، في حاجة ورا الموضوع ده. عجبني البوت اللي لابسه ده. That's exactly what I want.
Okay. Then we'll meet up in 2 days.
لا بص، مصلحة متبادلة يعني، اللي هو روح يجي يعرف لنا من دوري ويجيب لنا حط ايدك على البتاع دوت، وانا في الاخر في المقابل هبحثهولك واديكي معلومات منه مش عارفه ايه.
You two want to try using a knowledge capsule? Sure, I can teach you. Doing so right under the Academia's nose is a bit problematic, though. What do you say we head to the outskirts of town?
عمتك means to everything. To the water does the can knowledge. ماشي. شكله ما تحسيش انه researcher، يعني تحس ان هو ماشي. More than a researcher.
All right. This place works. Show me the capsule you purchased.
Here.
Sword fighting techniques 8. Huh. A combat class knowledge capsule. This class is something of a rare find these days, since most have been taken by the Eremite.
Really? Ah, yeah, what a great buy!
If you want to determine the efficacy of this capsule, I can evaluate your combat ability. However, effects will likely be minimal if you already possess a high amount of strength. We can conduct a controlled experiment where you fight 2 battles. One before using this knowledge capsule. While you fight, we can use an Akasha terminal to monitor your various physical parameters. There may be variances in your physical strength between the 2 tests, as well as a disparity in your opponent's abilities. But don't worry. I'll run statistical analyses afterward to mitigate any confounding of—
Wow! Oh, hey, Thumb! You must have been one of those guys that, Paimon's curious about something, though. You definitely weren't one of those students who needed canned knowledge to graduate from the academia, right?
أيوة أنا عايزة أعرف بقى.
Why are you
When you are unable to understand the researcher's actions, most cases can be attributed to curiosity. This is but one.
عايزة أقول أنت فضولية من الآخر يعني.
Sounds like you're trying to...
All right, let's begin the test. Just fight as you normally do.
مش عايز يقول لنا الموتيفز بتاعته. ده يأكد لي إنه في موتيفز بعيد عن إنه إيه مجرد إنه ريسيرشر ويبحث. لا، في حاجة. اشمعنى الكبسول دي تحديدا؟ عايز يجين اكسس مثلا للباور دي هو كمان، مش عارفه. كومبات تيست ماشي. انا ولا ايه؟
Cascade.
And reinforcements. يلا بقى.
Be still.
شايفين يا جماعة اتنين أمامير واقفين جنب بعض، أمارات واقفين جنب بعض. يعني تقدريش تقولي مين أحلى بس كل واحد يعني ليه his own style.
Alright, I'll link your Akasha terminal to record data. The next step is to use this knowledge capsule.
كفاية بدل ما يعني أطردك برا الستريم. اتنين أهتل من بعد. لا، الهطلة بقى هي اللي ما كانتش دريانة البلد بتاعتها بيحصل فيها ايه. معلش يعني. is to use this knowledge capsule. وبعدين مش برضو اياته ده بيخدم اسمها بال ومخلص جدا ليها. دلوقتي بقى اهطل عشان مخلص ليها، صح؟ The next step is to use this knowledge capsule.
Hold it in your hand. I'll help you establish a connection with it.
بص هيعلمنا كمان نعمل Okay, we're gonna use the canned knowledge. Okay. هيعلمنا كمان نشغل اسمها الكاند بتاعه والأكاجا مش عارفة ايه دي. ايه ده، ما عملتش الريسبيز دي، عايزة اتعلمها. طيب يبقى خلاص متضايق منه ليه بقى؟ ده هو اقرب لرايدن منك، بس خليك فاكر ده. As if I saw countless sword wielding figures fighting one moment and then in the next they disappeared into the recesses on my memory. ده بيفكرني انتوا عارفين بيفكرني بايه؟ فاكرين يعني شايف ماتريكس اول فيلم حتى كانوا بيعلموهم القتال ازاي، وكانوا بيعملوا كل حاجه تقريبا ازاي بالجهاز اللي هو اسمه ايه بيستخدموه ده، اللي هو داخل جوه مخهم ده. وبيتعلم القتال والاساليب القتال كلها كده، يعني زي كانه بالظبط VR مثلا، ويطلع بره الجهاز ده خلاص اتعلم كده يعني الكلام ده حسسني كده. I felt something for a moment. Whatever was inside the cabin became a part of my بالظبط. يعني اتعلمت بالميموري، مجرد ان هو اتخزن في الميموري بتاعها، مش زي ما احنا كده بنتعلم الحاجه اللي هو بنتعلمها على ارض الواقع فعلا. لا فكرني شويه بالذا ماتريكس. I mean that it worked.
All right. Time for round 2. Fight with the same composure as before.
عايز اعرف ايه الاختلاف اللي هيحصل بقى. يا رب اعرف اعمل الاختلاف ده عشان ساعات ما باخدش بالي اصلا المفروض اعمل ايه. Using to increase your combat strength. ثواني كده، انا طبعا لسه بتهيألي مش هقدر اعمل لسه بدري. عايز اعمل 10 على طول عشان اخلص. المفروض اعمل ايش؟ See you. صار معين حاضر عينيا. تصور معي ايه ده؟ انتوا لسه ولا عايزين نظبط من غير الهيثم اللي طالعالي دي. يا دي النيلة. ثانية اطلع ايوه انا هو حلوة ولا ايه؟ خلاص هي اللي معرفوش دي. ايوه لما بصور صحيح بيتشال بس باصين لبعض في لحظة رومانسية زي يلا كل الشخصيات من نفسها وآياته عشان ايه زكا برو عشان هما شكلهم اصحاب، يعني ممكن مثلا يتصاحبوا على بعض كده يعني طول بعض وكل حاجة. يلا.
Now, I'll start recording data again.
Alhaitham, how's it going?
مع كل
Well,
عشان يختار منهم برضه.
The knowledge capsule you purchased did improve her combat capability.
لا بس احنا عايزين اللومين اللي هي الأساسية بقى بتاعت اللعبة.
Her overall fighting performance increased by 0.073%.
ولو متاح في اللعبة خليه يعملوا موتوجراف، ايه المشكلة يعني؟ freeze did improve her combat it will improve her combat capability during the second fight. Her overall fighting power increased بس من 10. ايه ده؟ بالظبط. شو قلتلك يا متخلفة؟
Of course, this could be because she is so powerful that the capsule's contents were unable to produce a substantial increase. At the very least, this test allowed me to gain more insight into you two. Our deal seems increasingly worth my investment. I'm heading back to Ikela Funduk. I await your response in 2 days' time. This is Mora for when you ask Dory for information. Pay her as much as she requests.
Pay her as much as she requests. بس بص خدتوا بالكم هو قال ايه؟ قال ده خليني برضو اعرف عنكم حاجات تخليني زي متمسك او يعني اسمه ايه ان هو يبقى متمسك انه يكمل معانا وكده. برضو ناصح برضو. شغال خزنة بقى بالظبط. برضو هو عنده ايه ده؟ غريبة انه ايه so much more ده يعني كتير برضو معاه مورا كتير. ليه؟ انت في علاقة بينك وبين تشايلد ولا ايه؟ انت فتوي ولا ايه يا حاج؟ انت فتوي؟ قولي انك فتوي. ها؟ انت اصلا مش من هنا ولا ايه؟ 2 days from now time. ازاي متنكر هيطلع بنطلون هيطلع شورت في اسمه عجيب. بنطلوني ده بنطلوني. ها مش بنطلونك. 2 days يعني لازم 2 days فعلا ولا 2 days. اوكي خليها يلا بقى. لا يقولي لازم المدة على بعضها ولا حاجة. يلا يا جماعة نتأمل لحد ما نخلص. لا ما ينفعش. لا استنى بقى نروح لها وين والله وين؟ قصدك يعني هيخمنا يعني في الاخر هيزحلقنا هي stab us in the back. You're over here, welcome back. My little parent again.
You name it. Knowledge, supplies, or anything else you need. I'll find a way to get it. Where there's a waterfall of
more.
Can you
خلاص يا ماما.
Here's the canned knowledge alone is no longer sufficient for your opulent appetite. Then please, oblige me. Tell me what you have in mind.
I'd like to buy info on the whereabouts of the divine knowledge capsule. هيبقلشنا يعني. لا ما نسيناش بس ده حاجة وتشايلد حاجة. معلش هذه نقرة وهذه نقرة. I'd like to buy info on the whereabouts.
I knew customers with pockets as deep as yours would undoubtedly crave, but you know, that kind of information. After all, I had to work really hard to weasel my way into the auction site. Not to mention that if anyone found out that I was the leaker, I would be in big trouble.
Not to measure there.
But how can we be sure your information is accurate? Paimon's curious. How you just happen to have this kind of info the moment? Because to me, anything of value is what I consider to be my supply. Therefore, I must always be aware of what. As for the information's authenticity, well, you've no need to worry about that. I used a camera to take a picture of the transaction. That way, no one can dispute it.
13 بالإقلام لكن ده لسه هيحصله. ده لسه هيحصله. ما تحرقش بس حاجة يعني. Name your price, I'll buy the information.
It's always a pleasure doing business with such sterling patrons. Now that we've paid in full, here's the scoop. The divine knowledge capsule was purchased yesterday by a certain Misery, the leader of Ain al-Ahmar.
Misery دي أكيد مش مصري يعني صح؟ لا تكون زي وكالة فندق مثلا. The divine knowledge capsule was... ماشي.
You mean that? So you're already... The group has done everything in their power to obtain the divine knowledge capsule. After all, that divine knowledge capsule is unlike any other canned knowledge I've seen before. It was glowing.
Red.
The capsule is clearly visible in the picture I took. You can look for yourself.
دي معناه انها خطر خالص. دي بتولع احمر.
Thanks for the info, Dory. Please, it's my pleasure. It's all thanks to discerning customers such as yourselves that my efforts yesterday were not in vain. Please, don't hesitate to contact me. Well, we figured out where the divine knowledge capsule is. Turns out, it ended up in the hands of Ain al-Ahmar.
يبقى نروح نقاتل بقى حد. تعالش اشوفها. المرة دي هيبقى هنا في وكالة فندق برضو. ايه ده؟ ماشي. هننط فوق دماغه على طول كده اهو. هوب نزلك من السما.
Really? All right. Let's
It's
hear
in the
hands of Ain al-Ahmar.
Dory even gave us evidence to verify the intel.
Huh, look at that. Clear as day.
Some guts.
It must have taken some guts just to infiltrate the scene of the Eremites' transaction. But then to get close enough to take a picture like this. Bold move, Dory. Very bold move.
Ruffler بقى الفيفورت بقى.
All right.
فكروني رافلر ده اللي هو ايه؟
The leader of Ain al-Ahmar.
مش دي المسميات اللي بيسموها اصلا؟
appears to be the divine knowledge capsule.
حبيبي يا لي. This picture is indeed Misery, the leader of Ain al-Ahmar, and the glowing. هو اسمه كده يعني Misery, and the glowing red capsule. He's all
In which case, if we play our cards right, when we confront them next week, we should be able to force them to show their hand.
At first, Paimon didn't get why you were provoking these Ain al-Ahmar guys. But now, it sort of makes sense. Everything's after we defeat them, we can finally have a serious talk with their boss and get them to lend.
Thank you for your time and efforts. Take a few days off while I make some preparations. Let's meet up again on the afternoon of the arranged date, 3 o'clock sharp.
Take a few days off. لا أنا عايز أروح وراك. أنا مش مرتاحة.
See you then.
خليني وراك يا عم.
Oh, Haytham sure is taking his time. Where could he be? Oh, there he is.
Sorry to keep you waiting. Let's head to the pier in front of Faros Lighthouse.
Yep, let's go.
لك ايه؟ معلش انا عارفه انا بطول لسه هنط بقى واعوم في الحته. شلل الطيران كمان، بتشل اصلا من الطيران. انا اصلا مبسوطه بالتليبورت اللي عملوه في سوميرو ده عشان الطيران بيشلني. يا ريت يبقى في كل حته. طب كان خلونا نجرب قتال الهيثم ده هنا. طريقة قتاله يعني.
It was I who demanded that these negotiations take place. I was more worried that you might go back on your promise. But here, this is turning into quite an occasion. I also brought some backup.
Backup? Aren't you the brat from the restaurant the other day? You've come to support this lunatic because he helped you out?
أيوه.
Fine. Your funeral.
بس ده مش الكويست اللي بكسب منه كولي، صح؟ الكويست ده اللي هو التاني اللي
I'm not going to mince my words.
بتاع الأرانوار ده.
Once we're done with you, you'll be nothing more than fish food. Get 'em, boys.
هنشوف مين اللي بفيش فيه.
Uh-oh, here they come. Good luck you two.
طب عايز اشوفها كاتسين طيب. نو. ده انا هخليكم تفتحوا زي الوردة. انا قصدي كده. اكيد. أين الأحمر طارد.
Be still.
مزنوق في حتة ايه ده؟ الناس كده بقت تلعب بيها عشان موضوع الكويكن ديت. ايوه كاتسين. عايز اشوفه بيقاتل فيها. طيب مش هينفع. ايه ده ماله ده؟ ده بقى مونستر ده ولا ايه؟ هيموت ده. اوف. Too much for him. البتاع بتاعته ريد، واخدين بالكم؟ اتلعب في دماغه. كنت لسه هقول ما البتاعة دي مأثرة في دماغه. زومبي بالظبط. اوه ماي جاد. يعتبر ما لمسوش الا لما ضرب البتاع بس.
Do not impede our work. Is that understood, Alhaitham?
Of course. I was only trying to help.
بريء. يا نهار ابيض. بس الحركة في جيبه على طول. تغفلت تغفيلة. Forgive me. نفس الكلمة اللي سمعناها. ما تقولش ان ده له علاقة بالأبس.
It looks like he used the divine knowledge capsule.
divine knowledge ايه؟ ده أبس knowledge ده ولا ايه يا جدعان؟ ده حمار، مش غلبان، ده حمار حرفيا. استخدم حاجة هو مش عارف اصلا مدى خطورتها حتى. هما دايما كده الناس اللي بتسعى ورا الباور بغباوة بقى وبغشامة. واخدينكم world forget me، نفس اللي احنا سمعناه في البتاع اللي احنا دخلنا اللي هي الميموريز اللي كنا عمالين بنشوفها وبنتنقل ما بينها دي. عند الشجرة الارمنسول دي. world forget me. واي حد هيستخدم يعني البتاع دي هي اثرت في دماغه فقال نفس الكلمة، ردد نفس الكلمة اللي ايه مش عارفة دي هي دي متعلقة بكوسانالي دي ولا هي اكيد it has something to do يعني دي الاركون او دندرو اركون المفروض حاليا المفروض يعني، بس حاسة ان دي علاقة بالابيس برضو. ليه البتاعة اتحولت للون احمر كأنها مضادة للأكاشا تيرمينال العادية.
You mean the divine knowledge capsule did that to him?
عشان did mention.
Oh yeah. You mean how some researchers go insane after getting knowledge from...
I've heard of numerous incidents of researchers in Satyavada life going insane.
Satyavada life البيز اللي هم بيدخلوها.
suggests that this is a similar situation. This divine knowledge capsule does appear to be linked to the gods, but beyond that, it doesn't seem anything like the rumors suggest. Possessing it doesn't grant you divine wisdom or power. Did you hear what he said? World, forget me.
Could it possibly mean? That's not what I heard of.
If the mantra took him away, then that means the academia got the divine knowledge capsule back too.
لا ما انتي ما شفتيش الحركة الرفيعة اللي عملها. حبيبتي دي في جيبه حرفيا. هو مش هيقول لنا انها معاه؟ هي دي الحركة اللي هيعملها فينا يعني؟ Imagine if we try to open it.
As things stand, there is no reason for me to remain in Port Ormos. I believe our
انت بتهرج. اديني بقول لك ايه؟ عطني الشيء اللي في جيبك، عطني. ما تهزرش، احنا شفناك وانت بتحطها في جيبك. يعني ممكن تكون لومين ما خدتش بالها، انا خدت بالي وانا اللي متحكمه في لومين، فما تحورش.
Truthfully, I don't. Lesser Lord Kusanali appears to exist outside of Sumeru's entire administration. Most of the time, you wouldn't know she exists at all. Moreover, since the Academia possesses the Akasha, a symbol of our deity's wisdom, scholars have no reason to desire to make contact with the deity herself anyway.
مفيش خالص ولا كلمة في المقارنة. فكرني بباي ميكو كده. اصل انا راضية بيه برضه، بحبه وعاجبني. كده احنا بنحب فيلنز يعني في حاجات اللي احنا بنشوفها كتير بيعجبنا فيلنز ودماغهم وبتاع. اشمعنى يعني جت على الهيثم وعين انا حاسه مش فيلن يعني حاسه ان هو ممكن مخادع مش عارفه ايه، لكن مش درجه فيلن يعني، ليه اغراض معينه. فاشمعنى بنحب فيلنز يعني وما جت عليه هو يعني. everything about lesser lord دي مصيبه لوحدها. لورد كرسنالي دي اخر
I'm heading back to the academia. How about you two?
I'm taking whatever in your pocket.
It's almost the day of the Sub-Zero's festival.
يا
Maybe we should
الله
head back too.
رخمة أوي الحركة دي، تبقي شايفة الموقف حصل وحط بتاع في جيبه بس مش مديكي الأوبشن إن لومين تاخدها منه أو تسأله عليها حتى أو كده. كان نفسي اللي هو إيه ما ناخدش بالنا وخلاص. مديكي إحساس بس ده عشان هو مصلحجي فعلا. هو بيمانيبيوليت برضه يعتبر، وفي الاخر بصي خد مش هو اتفق معانا ان احنا لو خدناها مش عارفه هدرسها واقول لك بتاع. فين بقى حضرتك؟ ده انت حطيتها كلها في جيبك وما قلتلناش حاجه. You want to keep it to yourself? We have been rushed off our feet over the past few days, so maybe a little rest and relaxation will do. والله حاسه ان مش هيبقى فيه ريلاكسيشن، حاسه برضو البتاع ده الفestival ده هيحصل فيه حاجه. You have a point زي ما حصل كده في الله اعلم طبعا، بس يعني بقول احساس ممكن يطلع غلط، زي ما حصل في اول لما دخلنا ليوي. You have a point. Let's start December. يلا.
Then we'll part ways here, Al-Haytham, until we meet again.
يا قهرتي ابقى عارفه اللي حصل بس مش عارفه اساله عنه او اخده منه. يا قلبي انا حاسه ان احنا هنقتله في لحظه معينه.
Now, do I deal with this thing first? Or should I produce the report that the higher-ups require?
كبار كتير. شوفوا ما هي خرصة عمياء. دي خرصة بكماء عمياء صماء كل حاجة حضرتك ما شاء الله. والتانية اللي جنبها رغي يعني حتى ما حسيتيش حتى طيب ان في حاجة؟ يا جماعة كنتوا تعملوا elemental site ولا اي حاجة يعني نشوف هتولع في جيبه. Now do I deal with this thing first or should I produce the report that the higher ups require? Higher ups؟ يا ترى مين ال higher ups دول؟ ها؟ بتشتغل لمين بقى حضرتك؟ Oh my god. لو بصي بيطلع بتاع بثقة عشان عارف ان مش هبص وراها عشان هي عمية، عارف انها عمية. متأكد. The coming of soldiers. ايه ده يعني الجزء الاولاني من القصة كده خلص؟ Oh, there's a serious festivals. At the beginning, you return to Sumeru City to find the New Zed and take part in the festival together. انت وش تقصد؟ بس عمل يعني انا قصدي الاكت الاولاني يعني. ماشي طيب نروح نشوف السب زيروز بتاع ده اللي بيفكرني بسب زيرو بتاع موتال كومبات ده. مش اوه ماي جاد ايه كل ده؟ محتاجه افتح الحاجات دي بس مش دلوقتي. يا لهوي كل ده ماشي. هاير ابس الكبار. الناس اللي فوق. انت بتشتغل لمين بالظبط؟ انا حاسه ان هو متخفي كريسيرشر الاكاديميه، يعني ان هو زي كده عارفين مزور اي دي مثلا وهو مش ريسيرشر ولا مش مجرد مش متأكد انه مش مجرد ريسيرشر. استعدي تخشي في الملف مبروك. واي ايه في لوب هيحصل؟ اصلا بحب الف مبروك جدا. يعني هندخل جوه لوب ولا ايه؟ اوه ماي جاد. فين بقى هوبا بس ايه ماله قطع كده ليه؟ بس على طول الاختصار يا جماعه.
just as promised. Traveler and Paimon. I'm so glad
انا
that you
حاسه
two
ان
came back to celebrate
الفيستيفال ده
Lesser
مش
Lord
هيعدي
Kusanali's
بسلام.
birthday.
We came back to celebrate this. Looks like we made it back in time. يعني مش انا اروح اسليبريت بيرثدي بتاع واحده انا مش عارفه عنها اي حاجه حرفيا. بس ده يعني عشان I hope ان انا اعرف حاجه عنها. Looks like we made it back in time. It's a very important festival after all. برضه انا مش هقول على فيستيفال لانه هو مهم وانا اصلا ما اعرفش حاجه عنه يعني. Looks like we made it back.
Indeed. The festival's tomorrow.
Tomorrow
We've
لسه.
been preparing for so long, but I can't help but feel a little.
There's no need to be nervous. I'm sure that Lesser Lord Kusanali will feel every.
اسكتي يا بايمن عشان هبلة دي بتتكلم في اي حاجه.
I hope that everyone who comes to the festival will also. Speaking of which, did you manage to make your way to Port Ormos? Discover any?
Of course we went. A lot of things happened there.
I see.
Happy birthday to you.
Another exciting adventure. If there is another chance.
My lady, if you went to Port Ormos in your current state, we'd both be in for a lifetime of trouble.
والله زوسيناري كوسيناري كوسانالي كوسة. هي كوسة، هي قولي كوسة وخلاص هتفهم. الكوسة دي مرة لوحدي فيها يا مامي. ما هي طالما حاجة لها علاقة بالمايند تبقى حاجة مرعبة. If you want to Port Ormos in your current state, we would both be in for a lifetime of trouble.
Yeah, you were eavesdropping.
It's called covert protection. Keeping an ear out for what's going on around my employer is part of.
It's all right, Dia. I merely said I would like to go. I know better than the festival's tomorrow. I've been doing nothing but causing trouble for you. So Dia, please take some time to relax.
انت مش شفتنيش وانا بتريق على اسمها الستريم اللي فات؟ داهية سودة و المفروض تكره نفسها عشان اسمها كده.
Put it that way, it still doesn't feel right.
Don't worry, my guardian knight.
Okay, fine, but only tonight. Tomorrow's a big day, and many no-good scumbags are gonna try to take advantage of that.
Oh, you two must be exhausted from your long journey back to the city. My apologies for not realizing
تتعب
this sooner.
فعلا. لا انا بتعب نفسها انا كمان يعني. Apology for not realizing this
I've already
sooner.
prepared a room for you to rest.
Whoa, you're so thoughtful. I'm so ready.
Chapter 2 Act 2 The Mourn a Thousand. يعني فيها حاجات حزينة بقى أكيد لأن اسمها The Mourn. حتى بصوا اسمعي The Mourn. بس هو لا ده الاسم أصلا الأساسي من الأول. The Mourn a Thousand Roses Brings. ماشي. افتكرتها The Mourn اللي هي MOURN. طب اروح ماشي خلاص نبقى نروح كده على طول. فين يا لهوي ايه ده؟ وانا ليه لفيت اللفه دي؟ لفيت بالكاميرا كده عشان اجيب انت بتحرق فعلا ولا انت بتخدعني يعني؟ هتموت ايه؟ ما هي بلاي بروك.
Here we are. It's also fairly close to where I've been staying.
It looks really nice.
Sorry for the trouble, doing yours, Dad.
Not at all. Just tell me more about your adventures when you next get the chance.
That's Paimon's specialty. Paimon can tell you stories next time.
بص يعني لا تحرق ولا تضللني يعني لا كده ولا كده. That's Paimon's specialty.
Oh, if you don't mind, how about we all walk around together tomorrow? All of my friends will be working the festival, and Dia's still insisting on her covert.
Yeah, it'll be pretty hard to relax and enjoy the festival if Dia's constantly hovering over you, right?
Then let's meet at the nearby bazaar first thing tomorrow morning.
It's a deal. Good night,
I may be too excited to fall asleep tonight. See you tomorrow.
Paimon started to really look forward to the Sub-Zero Festival too. Will there be lots of yummy food? Oh no. Thinking about food is just gonna keep Paimon up all night. The earlier we sleep, the better. Did we oversleep? We should go meet Dunyarzad, right?
ايوه جدي صحيت. تعال.
Traveler, Paimon, I've been waiting for you two.
تعالي. تعالي. Okay.
Good morning, Dunyarzad. You must have overslept a little bit.
Not at all. I arrived early. Today is finally here. I must cherish every moment.
You've worked so hard for this day. You got it.
You know it. It's just that, as expected, I had some trouble. Well, shall we? Let's start with the stalls over there. Many vendors came out of the blue to support the event, and they insisted on covering costs themselves. Let's go give them some business.
They paid for everything out of pocket? Oh, sounds like they're not in this just for the Mora.
They all said that contributing to a lively festival atmosphere is more important than money. Especially since we don't often get to celebrate Lesser Lord Kusanali's birthday.
Ooh, they're selling food over that way! Let's go!
يا لهوي على بايمون دي.
A stall offering foods from the Haftmewa feast.
Oh, you could tell straight away. I thought most people nowadays wouldn't know.
راجل اسمه أمل أو أمال. لا يعني ما هو انت بتخرفي بقى. أمل أو أمل ده اسم ست مبدئيا يعني. الله رمان. شايفين يا جماعة رمان قد ايه؟ يعني ده مش رمان، ده مايتي رمان ده. الله انا بعشق الرمان.
Mushrooms, flowers, and all kind of fruit. It's all vegetarian stuff.
كده.
So, what's the Haftmewa?
It's another Sub-Zero's festival tradition. People used to set their tables with, generally speaking, the most common selections were foods like Rikushika mushrooms, lunar lotuses, Sumeru roses, sunsettias, capulatas, para fruits, and zaytun.
So, the Sub-Zero Festival is a vegetarian holiday?
You don't have to be a vegetarian to enjoy the spread. We just use the 7 foods to symbolize the 7 virtues of the Dendro Archon.
Wait,
if
that's the case, if Sumeru uses vegetarian food to represent the Dendro Arc, then wouldn't the Pyro Archon's festival be full of food like roasted fowl, juicy meatballs?
عشان حاجة بقى بتعمل على النار.
Oh, traveler, we have to go to Natlan as soon as possible.
I hope your wish comes true one day, Paimon.
It doesn't work that way. ما كفكيش الاكل بتاع المدن اللي فاتت كله. مفجوعة. Also check out some of these other stalls.
Dear customers, would you like to try your hand at alchemical divination?
What's alchemical divination? Those two things sound like they'd be fun to try together.
Right? I thought the same when I first heard about it. It is said to be a mysterious craft invented by none other than Lesser Lord Kusanali herself.
So, how does it work?
It's quite simple. After you give me any 2 alchemical reagents, I'll use them to perform a random transmutation.
أكيد هتبقى available بقى عندنا في البتاع ده لما نيجي نعمل كرافتنج. الواد اسمه كيمياء يعني حرفيا يعني ما هو الكيميكال بيشتغل شغال في الكيمياء اسمه كيمياء. فكرني باليوتيوبر اللي اسمه كيمياء. كيمياء. هو لسه هنديله اسم؟ لا نسميه على اسم البتاع المادة نفسها.
That is precisely what we need. After the transmutation fails, your one and only diviner here will interpret the remnants.
Well, according to Lesser Lord Kusanali, everything is interconnected, and all that occurs can be traced back to fate. You could say this is a pearl of wisdom.
Why does everything sound so much more credible when Dunyarzad says it?
So that's the true wisdom behind it. This young lady sure knows her stuff. So, how about it? Want to give it a try?
نختار ايه يا جماعة؟ مع ايتم ايه ده؟ عايزة مع البتاع ده حاجة يكون عندي منها كتير. ايه تنزلي لو تروحي تصحي بودي بس انتوا الاتنين بتعملوا ازعاج. طب انا ايه سلكت مثلا سميت مع
Okay, one moment.
It's the moon.
Paimon wants to take a look too. Is it? It looks more like a pie that Paimon bit into.
ده بتاع الاسنشن بتاعه يعني. It looks more like a pie that Paimon bit into.
Generally speaking, the moon signifies
silver. الكيمياء.
Wait a moment.
انت مش مذاكر؟ مش مذاكر كويس، مش حافظ.
I remember now. It means illusions and lies.
Illusions and lies? That sounds rather ominous.
Yes, but this book says that if you trust your intuition and overcome your fears, the sun will surely rise.
هو نفس الرد بيجي ولا ده رد تاني غير يعني لو اخترت حاجة تانية هيرد حاجة تانية؟
Naturally, fate will only ever show you the beginning of a journey. It is up to you to forge your own ending.
Oh, it's nothing. I'm just learning as I go.
لا هنلعب مش هينفع. يعني اوبا ثواني. نعمل شقاوة لايف كده.
Yes, that was still pretty interesting. Okay, on to the next stop.
هيكفيها طلبة عايزين. توقعت.
Large flower carriages used to parade through the city. As they headed towards Port Ormos, people would throw flowers, candy, and liquor all along the way.
liquor ايه؟ احنا مبنشربش الحاجات دي يا بنت انت.
I wish I could have seen that spectacle. But if you ask me, I'm sure Nilu's dance of Sub-Zeros would be just as impressive.
ثانية يا دنيا زد لحظة واحدة اخد بس اللي عند الراجل ده. في ايه تاني؟ صباح الخير. صباح النور. اقابل فارس؟ ما انا قابلته اصلا قبل كده. ايه ده؟ لا يبقى في واحد تاني اسمه فارس برضه.
Attention! Soldiers, fall into formation if you want any Yalda candies.
Yalda.
It's a weird guy with a weird hat. It's Dunyarzad.
Miss Dunyarzad, the children love you even more than the Yalda candies.
VR.
In the few short days it took to prepare
ماشي
for
خلاص مش
the
لازم تقول.
the children have all grown very fond of you.
Took to prepare for the Sub-Zero's festival. The children have all grown very fond of you.
The hallowed night of flowers.
Attention! In the name of Ferris, the Knight of Flowers, I commend you on your contributions to the glorious Sub-Zero's festival. All right, little soldiers, take your Yalta candies and don't
تركي
forget
بس مش الشنب بتاعه ده يبقى تركي طبعا. Little soldier, take your Yalta candies and don't forget your loyalty to the ماشي. Yes, Night Fairy.
Just what is going on?
Ferris, the Night of Flowers, is another Sub-Zero's festival icon, and one immensely popular with children. In the past, the actor portraying Ferris would also sit on the flower carriage.
Actor portraying Ferris.
It's all thanks to Miss Dunyarzad's sponsorship that the children can make such wonderful memories today.
يعني هو اسمه بيمثل شخصية كانت موجودة زمان بقى اللي أيام اسمها ايه؟
Oh, not at all. Oh, speaking of tradition, do you want some Yalta candies? They're a festival staple, and I happen to have some boxes ready here. Take a look and pick whichever one you want.
Whichever one?
That is the fun part. Each box contains a random flavor. It's up to the luck of the draw. Flavors include lavender melon, haro fruit, sunsetia.
Those all sound...
And there's also lizard tail and oni kabuto.
لا متهزرش ده بيفكرني فليفر بين بتاع هاري بوتر ده اللي كان بيبقى فيه حاجات طعم ترجيع وطعم صمغ ودان وحاجات غريبة كده. ما تغششنيش بقى ما بتعملش باك سيتنج ده. انت بتوقعني عايز اختار حاجة من الحاجات المقرفة دي صح؟ You tried them before. Traveler, help Paimon pick one. Paimon wants a city flavor. I doubt he'll be able to get the exact flavor you want. Don't blame me if I choose the wrong.
It's alright. Paimon believes in you.
I also believe in your intuition.
Great. These boxes of candy are numbered 1 to 5 from left to right. Which one do you want?
أنا هختار الرقم اللي أنا بحبه. بغض النظر هيطلع إيه مش مهم. لو كان في 7 كنت هختاره عشان بحب رقم 7 بس أنا بحب 2 و7 فاختار 2. It's definitely number 2. Let me give it a little thought. لا 2 خلاص يعني دي لعبة يا جدعان. مش مشكلة أنا كنت عايزة أجربها إزاي هيبقى حارة وفي نفس الوقت كاندي يعني كاندي طعمها حراق. بس اسكتي.
The Sunsetia flavored candy was in box number 4. How about this? The most important thing is that everyone has a good time at the festival.
Both boxes.
So please,
both
take
boxes.
both boxes.
هتختار 4 بمزاجها او مش بمزاجها؟ لا ازاي ما اخترت 2 اهو. هو عموما ادانا الاثنين يعني ادانا البوكس ده وده.
It's night of flowers, not night of candies.
هو قالت له night of candies بجد؟ تعبيطة دي ولا ايه؟
Paimon really wilted the carriageless night of flowers.
They all basically sound the same. We got our candy, so let's keep going.
Oh, actually, I just remembered that I left something behind. Can you come with me to get it?
Dunyarzad, you probably forgot because you're so excited about the sub.
How embarrassing.
You forgot something? ولا انت عايزة تقولي لنا حاجة معينة return to the nearby quarters. رون هيحب موضوع every flavor bean اللي في المهرجان. اخواته بالذات اللي هيحبوا عشان هم اصلا كانوا بيعملوا فاكرة اسمها ايه المقالب اللي كانوا بيقعدوا يعملوها فريد وجورج. الله يرحمك بقى يا هو مين اللي كان مات فيهم؟ جورج ولا جورج صح؟
We're too late. Who knew the little lady was such an early riser?
People who know, people who don't know. We're too late. Who know the baddies. طيب انا مضطرة بس اقفل بقى. احنا ما شاء الله لعبنا يعني يبقى لي 2.5 ساعة حلو. عشان بس الولاد صحيوا ومش بعرف اكمل منهم. فنشوفكم الستريم بقى، ممكن يكون بكره ان شاء الله برضو. خلينا ماشيين كده لحد ما نخلص. فاشوفكم بقى الستريم بكره ان شاء الله. و take care. جورج يلا الله يرحمك يا جورج. كنت واد طيب. اوكي سلام.